13 years ago, well, 13 years ago and a day, a young man was born. The young man caused a few stitches on his mother, but that was okay, because his mother loved that young man. Hey. Hello, you guys. How's it doing? Yes, it is my birthday. And, I have some interesting stories about my birthday, so I thought I'd talk about it with you guys. So, let's start this video off with, let's see. What should I start this video off with? Let's start this video off with some stories. And also, please give me some ideas for commentaries, because it is very hard to find ideas just on your own. So, here we go. So what the first story is, involves our beloved grandmother. And grandmother, this time, I know I'm being pretty harsh on her. She's I would not want any other grandmother on the whole freaking planet, because I love my grandmother, and that's the only grandmother I would ever want. So, I love her, and just making sure you guys know that. Anyway, our story begins with grandmother, and so I made a list of stuff I wanted, and it involved a Razer mouse, which I got, by the way, which is pretty awesome. I really love it. It's nice and big. It's got a nice clicker, click. But it's pretty awesome, and so I got that, and but I made a list, and one of the things on the list was a gaming headset, which I'm using right now, actually. Kind of a spoiler, but not really. But I asked my grandparents for this gaming headset, and they're like, no, we're not gonna give it to you, because we don't believe in gaming. Because both of my grandparents are total gamists, when like they do not like gamers. So they're like, yeah, but if you got this headset, just because it said a gaming headset on it, they thought, well, because if you get this headset, you're just gonna turn into one of those freaks. And there's two things wrong with that. Number one, it's headsets, so it's headphones, and I can use that to listen to music too. And I'm not going to just use it for gaming. And number two is it's a headset, which means it has a microphone, which means you can use that to talk to anybody on the planet, which is better than what my grandma can say, considering she just goes around, talking to local people. It's just really, it's not true. It doesn't limit your inner circle, so it doesn't make sense. But grandparents, they were gamers. But so anyway, we decide. Me and my parents were just like, okay, whatever, screw it. We're just gonna go out there. We're gonna go buy this thing, because why not? Who cares? It's headphones, So we go and we buy it. And then a few days later, grandmother calls, and I'm calling her grandmother, but I normally call her grandma. Grandmother calls, and she's like, the package is in the mail. And I'm just like, wait, what? We never told her that we bought it. But we're just like, I thought you said you weren't gonna get it. She's like, yeah, I changed my mind. So she bought it, and it was gonna arrive late, but she sent me an email thinking that I was going to be completely oblivious to all this stuff, and she's like, your present will be in the mail and will be here shortly. So it's here, but we're waiting for my grandparents to come so that we can open it together. So I'm going to just act surprised, keep my cool. Which it basically means, the bottom line is, I'm going to have two headsets, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm not going to do it for a giveaway, just saying, for those of you wondering. But I might give it to a friend, or I might just hold on to one until the first one breaks. So, on to my next story, which involves the very day of my birthday, and which was October 9th, or yesterday. Maybe it's not for you guys, but for me it was yesterday. And that one was kind of, it was a school day, so it was Tuesday, and so I was chilling out in class, and we're like, And so during third hour, because we have such short lunch periods, um, and our lunch is at 1:40, I tend to have my lunch during third hour, so I just eat it. We're allowed to have a healthy fruit and snack, and I say that with quotations, even though you guys can't see my face and my fingers, but the quotationing. But yeah, it involves quotations, and a healthy snack, which basically means a couple of pizzas and maybe a bag of chips. You know, the usual fruit. But that day, I I I opened my lunch up, and there was a rotten apple. um, there was a granola bar, and there was some mac and cheese. Like, but it wasn't normal mac and cheese. It was just like 1/4 of a thermos full of mac and cheese. So it wasn't very much mac and cheese. I'm just like, was I forgotten? I don't think so. I was a little bit skeptical, and I wasn't sure what was going on. But oh, spawn trap, yeesh. I tried to get that guy later, but um, yeah, preoccupied. I gotta stop watching these gameplays. Um, but yeah. I I was curious. I was just like, what's going on? Was either forgotten, or my parents were gonna like drop off some kind of lunch. But what ended up happening was I got a call just after fourth hour, which is just before fourth hour, which is right before our lunch. And the office calls the room, and they're like, hey, there's somebody here for Severin, which is my name, if you don't know my name. And they're like, and I'm just like, I wonder who that could be. I thought maybe they're dropping off an actual lunch, and they were just doing that to scare me. But it turns out it's my dad. He's like, hey, we're taking you out to eat, and so that's what they did. It was really awesome. And so we ate some pizza, and I gorged myself, and it was delish. I really enjoyed it, and so that was really nice of my parents, really thoughtful. So I appreciate it, and I, was really happy. So that's the end of that story, but there's quite a few more, and I'll go into detail on that. So here we go. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about some of the stuff that I got for my birthday, and I got a lot of stuff, and I was really happy. So one of the things I got was a Razer Death Adder. Yeah, I may leave a link. Nah, I won't leave a link in the description. Basically, it's a really nice mouse, gaming mouse, and it's infrared. Which I don't know if that's big for you guys, but it's pretty big for me. And it's also wired, so it's a lot faster than a wireless mouse. On top of that, it's got LED lights. I'm not a big lights guy, but they are pretty cool. It's just one light on the mouse wheel, and then one on the design. It's like a logo that shows up on the mouse, and if you turn it off, you can't see the logo, which is pretty awesome. It looks really cool. And then on top of that, there's two side buttons, like on the left, and I've seen ones with 9, and that's just over the top. But they say they have a total of 5 buttons, and that includes the right and left click, the mouse scroll button, and then the 2 side buttons. So that's really awesome for like games like Modern Warfare 3 or games with grenades where you have to push a button to throw a grenade. So for example, instead of hitting G, you just hit the side button, or throwing a throwing knife. It's just easier to hit a side button. For games like Mass Effect 3, it's really nice to be able to not have to hit 8. Instead, you just click of a button on the mouse, and it's also kind of entertaining. But the mouse is really awesome. It's got big buttons, and I enjoy it. As I said, I got 2 gaming headsets, P11, PS3 headsets, but they plug into the PC, so I just use them for PC. So that was awesome. I mean, I got 2, so it's more than I asked for, but I'm fine with it. I can figure out what I want to do with it. It's no biggie there. It's yeah. So another thing I got was a 5-pound bag of Jolly Ranchers, which is another thing I asked for. And these are all the things that I asked for. Well, I'll get into more creative, interesting things next. But 5-pound bag of Jolly Ranchers, and don't think I'm fat. Don't hate, because it was absolutely delicious. I mean, I haven't eaten it all. Don't think that in one day, Jesus. I haven't even opened it yet. But it was pretty cool, and my uncle was all over that because my uncle he respects my candy loving thing, and so yeah. And then one other thing that I asked for the game Torchlight 2, which is fun. It's a lot of hours of gameplay. And it's kind of fun because you get these pets, and I like to name. I named one of the pets Hobie Cat, and Hobie Cat's my incredibly fat cat. Kind of like Garfield, except lazier and just funnier. I think I like Garfield. I don't have anything against him, but I think Hobie Cat's funnier. Just my opinion, you know. But I think Hobie Cat's funnier. But anywho, those are all the things that I asked for. As for things that I did not ask for, I didn't ask for like some creative things. The first one came from my brother, and what my brother did was he gave me. We had this inside joke where my brother one day, my grandma, same grandma, gave me a can of Axe, or gave Simon a can of Axe. My brother Simon, a can of Axe, and it's like the spray kind. So if you go up and you spray somebody with that thing, they're basically they smell like Axe for the entire day. And it kind of sucks if you don't like Axe. But my brother liked Axe, so he had the spray can. And, you know, he was spraying people, and he sprayed me a couple times. And it was just kind of annoying. But, you know, but then he got me one for my birthday. And so I'm intending on Axe bombing somebody. And if any of my friends are watching it, be warned. I'm coming for you, peoples. I'm going to get one of you guys. But if you don't know what an Axe bomb is, basically you tape a can of Axe. And then so that it continuously sprays, and you throw it somewhere. It's basically like a paint grenade. If you know what those do, they just spin in circles, spraying paint everywhere. Except in this case, it's poisonous spray, I guess. Another creative thing that I got was it wasn't necessarily creative. It's just a lot of effort put into it, and that was from my sister, who gave me a bunch of assorted things like pickles. I love pickles, baby dill pickles, and just stuff like that. My favorite salad dressing, and candy that I love. Don't think I'm fat. I'm not fat. Just saying. But I love candy. So yeah, it was all really awesome. And oh, the timer's ticking on Ghost Recon. So that ain't good. So that means my time's pretty much up here. One other thing that my parents and brother did was they put a candle on my overtime. Okay, they put a candle on my bagel, which was kind of funny. So I woke up in the morning, happy birthday to you. And for my birthday dinner, I ate an entire pizza. Well, yeah, and ice cream cake. I love ice cream cake. Dairy Queen ice cream cake. Good stuff. I believe that's in other parts of the country. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure. Come on, snipe that guy. Okay, I get him, but I've gotten a lot better at sniping in this game. By the way, this game is called Ghost Recon Online. It is the multiplayer version of Ghost Recon, but it's free to play. Ghost Recon Future Soldier, but this one's free to play. So that's just one note. One quick side note: if you want to see more of this gameplay, please do tell me. And if you want to know something about me or a topic or something, please leave a comment about it, because it's very tough to think of ideas for what you want to commentate about. I mean, I have the time to do it, but I don't know what to talk about. So I think next time I'm going to talk about a substitute teacher, and then the gameplay is going to be Fall of Cybertron again, because that game's gotten better. I got bored of it pretty quickly, but I'm back into it now. And I was playing it with my friend 200 Pounds of Beauty, where we 3 people. If we hadn't run out of time, that would have been awesome to just pick them off. But we were basically playing TF2 style, where there's one medic and there's one heavy, and so I would play the medic and I'd just fly over or cover them, and we both went flawless one time. And 200 Pounds of Beauty, he got 17 kills, and I got 13, and 13 and 0. So it was really awesome, and we played some pretty tough players, and we beat them. It was awesome. So that's about a wrap for this video. Sorry it was so long, and if you're still watching, thanks for the support, and I will see you guys later, and goodbye. I rub yous.